staying at a Holiday Inn Express in one of their wheelchair accessible rooms. I stayed at the Holiday Inn Express XL in April 2024 as I was going to an event at the O2 Arena. The hotel is in East London in the Docklands area of the city, and it is really close to the Royal Albert DLR station. With our bags and going at a slow walking pace, it took us no longer than 2 minutes to get from the station to the hotel. The route from the station to the hotel couldn't be easier. You can actually see the hotel from the station, it's that close. Like all DLR stations, it is fully step-free from the train to the pavement, with no need for a ramp to get on or off the train. There are lifts on both platforms to take you down to the pavement below. As you exit the lift from either platform, you'll find yourselves in a large paved area under the train tracks. Head west, staying on the side of the pavement you're already on, going straight along the wide pavements. There are a few drives and roads you have to cross, but all these have drop-down curbs that aren't steep and are flush to the road. You'll see the hotel on your right, and it's the first hotel you'll come to, with the automatic doors to get in the middle of the building. The whole route is completely flat and is well lit at night, making it safe to do on your way back from wherever you've been that day. As there are so many hotels along this road, even when we caught a train back after 11 p.m, the route was full of other people heading back to their hotels, so we never felt like we were in danger or alone. Getting to the O2 Arena from the hotel was really easy. We took the DLR from Royal Albert to Canning Town, where we swapped lines to take the Jubilee line down to North Greenwich. All three stations are fully step-free from the train to the pavement, so I didn't need staff to help with ramps or book the journeys in advance. We also took a trip on the Thames Clipper to Greenwich, and this is easy to do. To get to the port for the boat, we took the DLR to Custom House, then changed to the Elizabeth line down to Woolwich. Woolwich Arsenal is then a couple minutes roll down the road, and this is well signposted. Both Woolwich and Greenwich ports are fully accessible, however the ramps can sometimes be on the steep side at points, although some piers like Greenwich have dedicated accessible ramps that are less steep. The ramps are all covered with a non-slip material, so even when wet they're safe to roll on. The boats themselves are all accessible, with most even having a disabled toilet. Nearly all the ports for the Clipper boats are accessible, making them a great way to see the sights from the water and travel through London in a unique way. Inside the hotel. You enter the hotel through a double set of sliding automatic doors. There is a seating area bench in front of you, with a fireplace and double doors opposite that lead to the car park. To the side of these doors there are two lifts slightly behind the start of the reception desk, which then turns into a bar. Opposite the reception desk and bar there is soft seating, which then turns into tables and chairs, with a breakfast area in the far left corner behind the seating. You can order lunch and dinner from the bar, and breakfast is self-service buffet style in the morning. We only ate breakfast, and there was a great choice of food, with hot items like sausage, bacon, eggs and beans, as well as toast, pancakes and cold continental items like pastries, fruit and cereal, as well as hot drinks and fruit juice. Special diets were well catered for, with soya milk, dairy-free spread and gluten-free bread all available. There were trays you could use to help carry items on your lap, or staff would help you if needed. There were lots of tables, and these were also spaced out well, so it was easy to roll through without getting stuck. The lifts were large enough for a power chair and a person standing with luggage, and these took you to all floors to your room. Our room was lovely and well laid out, with a double bed, seating area and spacious wet room. The bed was in the middle of the room with bedside tables on either side that had plug sockets and USB outlets, along with a reading light, phone, light switches that controlled all the lights and an emergency alarm cord. To the one side of the bed there was a large comfy chair and side table. There was enough space for me to transfer from my wheelchair to the chair, and it was deep and comfortable to sit on. To the side of this were shelves that had the tea and coffee making facilities, and this was at a height that I could easily reach and use. To the other side of the bed was a large window looking out over the car park, where you'll see a number of disabled bays. The curtains had a long pole to make opening and closing them easy for my wheelchair, and these were blackout curtains too, so the room was lovely and dark. There was an ironing board in the corner with the TV opposite the bed, which was large and had the options to have subtitles on. It had a number of Freeview channels and the remote was on the bedside table. Under the TV was a shelf and spare plug sockets. Next to this was a door that led to an adjoining room, which was locked if not booked. We had only booked one room because my mum and I were happy sharing a double bed. However, reception were incredibly generous and gave us an extra room for free, so we each had a room to ourselves. To the other side of the door was an area to hang your clothes, with one rail at an accessible height. Extra pillows were also stored here. Between this and the shower room was a full-length mirror and hairdryer, along with plug sockets, so ideal for doing your hair and makeup. The shower room was large and had a toilet with grab rails and lots of space to the side for transferring. There was a small sink next to the toilet for washing your hands, as well as a larger sink opposite that had space around it for your wash bag, and you could easily roll under to get close. The shower had grab rails and a large pull-down seat. The shower head was height adjustable and could be handheld too. An emergency alarm cord hung between the shower and the toilet, so it was fully accessible to reach from both. The room met all my needs and I could roll around all areas of the room and shower with ease. The bathroom was well laid out and all the disabled rooms were right by the lifts. This was good as the floors for the rooms had carpet, and we all know carpet isn't the easiest to roll over for any distance in a wheelchair. Overall thoughts. The hotel is in a great location, close to an accessible DLR station that made it easy to get to and from the O2 Arena that evening for an event. It is also close to other venues like the ExCeL Centre and London City Airport. The hotel has great amenities. All the public areas are fully accessible, has a large car park with lots of disabled bays, has large accessible hotel rooms, and the breakfast was tasty and catered for special diets. The hotel had great disability awareness, is really easy to find and book an accessible hotel room on their website. I didn't have to do anything extra like phone up. During check-in, I was given a form to fill out to give information in case of a fire evacuation, and the staff were knowledgeable, but also spoke to me and not just the person I was with. They also had a deaf guard for me to use in the room, knowing what one was, and it was all set up for me to use. Thank you for watching and have a really great day. It would really help me if you can like and subscribe.